Jameis again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So we've reached, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The 20, 10, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards, and the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation,
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of this. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he works free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Fights through, and now a crease. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it's Chiefs. Ball, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts. The last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. 55 yards. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get it. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Forced out to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are and make sure you're covering them. And he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him. And he did there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's loose again. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is something you almost never see. A punt return better than 100 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
All right, count him along with me. That's his third return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see two occasionally. I mean, very rare. Three? Unbelievable. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And they're going to start this next drive in excellent shape right at the 50.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, he gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now...
And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Breaks through the contact. Still going. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now... And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. One springs free. Montgomery loses it. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going offense.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he's got it. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it instead. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Winston now to throw on first down. His throw in.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second and 10, Winston, he's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's got his big tight end here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's a slant to Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Even though they've got this big advantage. Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time maybe.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love